There is only that what is being seen. Greetings, this is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. Countless times I have told you that the whole universe, which is endless and has no beginning and no end, is made of electromagnetic forces, which is mind itself and you and anything else you can grasp consists of it. The long highway of time is nothing but a charge of magnetic energy, a conscious experience of movement of the mind. Imagine you sit in a car going with 100 miles per hour straight ahead on a highway which is creating itself by the second right in front of you and falls back into nothingness behind your back tires. This is a very clear and simple explanation about time and space, because where there is only moving energy, there is nothing before it and there is nothing behind it. Energy is a spark of mind, a conscious spark of mind, which consists of plus and minus magnetic fields. This is what you are working with. Plus and minus. These two forces are the eternal law of the universe. And under this law, everything you experience and create falls. Once you understand that, you have a very powerful knowledge. But it has to be grasped, of course. And, very importantly, and I told you this before, we the tall white aliens and our hybrid friends on planet Earth, which we are, through DNA enhancement, sensibilized to the forces of magnetism, are capable of using these forces to our advantage. My race is coming from a place in this universe. You may call it a planet, just as you call planet Earth a planet, which is nothing but a spiritual entity by itself, outside of form and time. We prefer very low magnetism environments in order to stay very light and not too dense in our form, in order to move freely at will and create dreams. Very similar to the dreams you create in the night when your magnetic energy is very low and you float freely through time and space. We have not the ability, we tall white aliens do not have the ability to build up a rigid form, for example like a human or an animal, because this would prevent us from having the necessary flexibility to dream up all these different dimensions which exist or not exist, depending on your awakeness of mind. And if you as a human become a hybrid, you yourself will feel all of a sudden a very intense change. The ones who have been in our program, our DNA enhancement program, already reporting to me how many changes they experience, that they try subconsciously already to avoid very dense magnetical areas on planet Earth, where, for example, magnetism is particularly strong, or there are crowds of people, which each one of them is a magnetic pole, and in crowds of many people there is an enormous amount of magnetic energy, of course. People who are in this DNA program and become slowly over time and over the years a human-extraterrestrial hybrid do experience already an aversion against big crowds, loud places, certain areas, and they will in the future also experience, when they travel and go to places, a certain like or dislike for certain places wherever they are, and they will settle in the future in particular areas which are favorable and of low magnetic force. Because these are the places where a hybrid can calm down, clean his mind, and start creating a universe for himself, which is more favorable to him and his environment. Because the plus and minus charges of magnetism resemble also love and hate. Love always draws love and brings certain creatures of positive charge together, and the negative charge always repels, which is also called hatred. The members of our hybrid society, seeking most of the time places where there are not too many people, seek places which have not been involved in violent acts, and places which have not been clumped up with enormous amount of magnetism, because magnetism densifies mental energy, makes the mind rigid, and locks in thought processes and enslaves humans in their vices and habits, and does not allow them to move freely from one thought to the other and create new worlds. This is actually my message for today. I hope it clarifies a little bit more about the mechanics of magnetism. And in the next video I would like to talk about a little bit about sound waves, which are the other sides of magnetism, and the one who is able to control sound is also able to mechanically manipulate magnetic forces and his mind. Until then, Rudolf of Germany.